afternoon. We'll call the meeting to order. Could I get a roll call, please?
Martin Diason.
Eva Karlstrom.
Scott Meredith.
Chris McAuliffe.
Elaine Woodhurst Sloat.
Posting of the agenda
Was December 4th, 3:30.
Could I get approval of the minutes?
I so move for approval of the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Communications, public comments? 3 minutes if you'd like to speak. None. Written communications?
I wanted to ask, I haven't brought my stuff in, I just came by with parts. Some of my paintings are large, like 1 4 by 6 feet almost.
You're on the agenda today?
I'm on the agenda today, yeah.
And who are you?
My name is Adrian Enriquez.
Yeah, he needs to go get him.
Yeah, just go get them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there a place to pull up closer? I'm parked in the other side of the building.
Nope.
Yeah, go out this way. On the right.
All right, fine.
Okay, we'll move to the applications for consideration, review, and determination. When we call your name, please come up and stand on the end of the table here and bring your receipts and your samples and your pictures. And we'll begin with Joseph Dunlop, stained glass. Didn't say the date.
Known as stained glass.
Hello.
Mr. Dunlap, those two pieces right there, what would they retail for?
About $180 a piece.
How long have you been doing this?
I don't physically do it totally. My son does it. I'm,
Oh, okay.
I'm his partner.
You're in
And he's
charge.
been doing it approximately a little over a year.
The examples of the photography in here, are these your work or is this your son's work?
Oh, my son.
Does he show anywhere now?
No,
No?
This is a brand new venture for both of us.
I think he has the receipts for enough there.
Do you have receipts and photographs of him making the pieces?
I have receipts for some of the lead glass. But, receipts. Well, it would appear you came out without photographs of my son working. However, you wouldn't get a great deal of knowledge out of it. He does it outside in a little anti-way. Like a little porch area. No, I'm sorry, I don't have photographs. In case it's too much, too little. No, I'm sorry, I don't have any photographs. Sorry. on Bullock Street.
Send them all. Send them all.
You don't have photographs of him making it?
No, I don't, sir. I have them, I just don't have them on there. I need
Those are
to-
they're very nice,
Thank you.
but we would need to see photographs of him making them.
Okay. Are you looking to extract something out of the pictures?
Wait,
Are
what?
you looking to extract something out of the pictures? Because it's just
Well-
physical showing him holding.
Part of the application process would be to bring photographs of the artist making the pieces. And as a family member, that's fine that you can display them. Are you here, is he going to be the one in the booth?
Both of us.
Both of you?
The invoices go back to July. So, Mr. Dunlap, your son has been doing this for about a year now?
Just about a year.
I believe it would be appropriate to approve them, if so deemed, and have them bring photographs at a later date to just verify that he's making them. We've done that before since I've been on the board.
Maybe have an email.
Could you do that? Could you?
You have an email now? Where's your son at work now?
No.
Is your son at home?
Son is-
In Los Angeles? Do you have a cell phone?
No, he doesn't.
Do you have a cell phone?
No, I don't.
I do. You can borrow it.
Send that when he can call him, have him email him here, they can come out, bring him in here.
It's fine by me.
Does he have photographs of him doing it, of making the pieces?
Yes, I have them.
He has
They
them. I
were
know
Oh, he
removed.
has them.
You do have.
Yes.
I have them, I just,
So your son doesn't have them anymore, you do?
well, he has some and I have some.
But you know, you live in Desert Hot Springs, right? Don't you live close?
Uh-huh.
You could bring them maybe tomorrow or whatever. I
Oh,
mean,
sure.
Depending on the
No
guy.
problem.
Well, that would be okay with me.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
I mean, it's very nice work. So, but we would have to see the photographs in a timely manner, and that would be fine.
I'll bring him up in the morning.
Well, at the next meeting would be fine.
Is
Just-
there any possibility of my jumping into the sale part of it before you get done?
Oh, sure, yeah, we could approve you to have a booth. We'll just need to verify that it is his work.
Okay, fine.
And you have the photographs, so we've done that before, but we will need them, you
That'd be
know.
great.
So that'll be on what date?
January 13th.
January 13th will be the next meeting, and you or him could bring them then.
Mhm.
Would that work for you?
That'll work. Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, can I have a booth though in the meantime?
yes.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, I will move that we accept Joseph Dunlap with the caveat that they provide documentation through pictures of him actually doing the work.
A second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, welcome, thank you.
Thank you kindly. Are we free to go?
You certainly
You
are.
are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will move now to Michael Patrick Designs.
Yeah, but I don't know too much about this.
Michael Patrick Designs. MRK Enterprises. Handcrafted frame sports collectibles, frame sports memorabilia.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We do collectibles in the frame. It's our new superstore. We do basketball, football, baseball, NASCAR, and hockey.
So mainly what you sell are framed things like we're seeing now, or do you have other items as well?
No, this is what we sell, and then we just have a variety of different teams. I mean, at any given time, carry most of the NFL teams all the time. It's a big seller.
Do you do any other shows now?
Yeah, we do the COD Street Fair. We're up in the arts and crafts section.
In Monrovia.
Yeah, I travel to Monrovia on Friday nights.
Falls under the collectibles, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for example, this frame here is just a regular 49ers football frame. This is a price point of $65, which is what most of my frames go for. This one here is a LeBron James. So all these are all rookie cards and out of an exclusive setup, and this retails at $135.
Are some of them like vintage?
I've got some old ones like Joe Montana, Joe Namath, Steve Young, Dan Marino, John Elway. I don't go too far back because it involves so much time in searching down all the stuff.
Any comments? Discussion?
I'm okay with it. I like it.
Under collectibles.
Yeah. Well, it's something that we don't have at this time, and I think it'd be interesting.
Well, sports fans can be.
Yeah, this is an exclusive design. I do this myself.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at too. I like the style. They're well done.
Yeah, they're nice. They're elegant looking. I
Thank
pretty
you.
much so.
I also do a special order frame, but I don't sell them in the street fair as a, on the shelf type of a deal because I put them in wholesale stores.
I think they're very nice. I make a motion to approve. MRK Enterprises.
We have
Need pictures?
Yeah, we need pictures.
Oh, that's true.
We have
Sorry, get that part.
That's okay. This is, I do the frames too, and that's just a receipt for the raw material.
But we got all the receipts for anything you might need.
Yeah, we didn't bring a lot of receipts with us. I just brought the receipts for the raw materials on the frames, so I build those.
I like them because they're different. My brother's a huge sports fan, and I haven't seen him quite like that yet.
Yeah.
He's got everything else known to man.
You see the one on the wall behind me is Walter Payton. I do work Michael Jordan too.
That's a lot of frame.
Sell a lot this time of year.
Yes.
Great gift.
I can see the date on there, and I've already gone through those frames. That was 450 frames.
Good for you. Well, I have a motion.
1 second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. All right, thanks. Welcome.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll just hear from somebody?
I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Adrian Moss Photography. Thank you. Adrian Moss. Veronica Cormichael. Not here. Mike Lee. Hello.
the raw material, and then we use the computer to design the to make the design, and we use the 3D use the computer illustrator. That's like the AutoTech program to make the design inside. They just use a special machine, laser image record and.
Could you pass them around, please?
Pass it what? Okay. And you want the raw material?
Sure. Are you making those yourself?
That's, yeah, both.
Do you have pictures of you making them?
Yes.
Because those are widely commercially available, these particular pieces.
Yeah, that piece is this is the raw material that they import from China.
Where's the machine that you're making this with?
Oh, the machine is picture.
Well, because this is just you sitting at a computer. I go to a lot of gift shows, and I just want to make the board aware that this is a widely commercially available item that is generally imported from other countries.
The machine should be.
I'm not saying they did or didn't make these, but we would need a photograph of you making them, not just sitting at a computer.
Yes, but we put the computer because the machine when you make it they need to cover it. So is we just take the picture, but it's not possible to take the machine on it.
But you have a machine set up in your
Yes.
workshop, and so therefore there must be a physical facility that you could take pictures of, that you would be in, even if the machine needs to be covered when it's in operation. But the actual making of the product is what we need to see you doing.
Okay, but not in the picture right now.
No.
We can,
No.
We could either table this until you can furnish us with those photographs, or someone can make a motion to deny.
Then
It's obviously very commercially, you've seen it at lots of commercial. I make a motion to deny just based on the fact that it's so commercially available and you can find it in so many stores.
Well, I don't know, I don't know that much about the product.
I just wanted the board to be aware of that my observations, as someone that goes to gift shows, I'm not saying that they did or didn't make them.
Right.
But we would need photographs. It can be tabled or,
I think in fairness, I would support the idea of tabling it until they can come back and show us photographs of the equipment, and then with the equipment, if we can't see it when the laser's on, that I understand, because it does have to be covered, although it, I don't know what you're shooting with the laser beam. I think some art can go into the product.
But if there are there must be other stores like downtown.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I can name several.
Yeah, exactly. I think I've seen them myself.
I'm not
but
saying
I
their
don't
style.
think-
Their style may be their own, but we would have to have photographs of them making it themselves.
Yeah, I think that's the key here, because if they are indeed your own designs and you are creating something, then it's a piece of artwork. But unless we know that that is exactly the way it is being made, there's no way that we can pass on it if it's otherwise commercially available in stores in town. So that if you can provide that kind of documentation and show us that these are your original designs, and that you are actually applying them through your machinery and lasers onto the material.
can we send a photo later? Maybe mail the photo?
Well, we would table this.
We table this until a subsequent meeting.
So, do we make a motion to table something?
I think part of what we're looking, if you could show us the process
Okay.
of we've seen him sitting on the computer, okay? And if you gave us printouts of what he was doing at the computer, and then so that we see the stages all the way down to the finished product.
But I'd like to see it be a very unique thing. I don't want to see,
Right.
you know, I don't
Yeah,
want the
absolutely,
same thing. I want the
absolutely.
same thing you can see in stores.
Yeah.
It has to be something very different.
Yeah.
Like your own artwork.
Some good designs, and I think also more than one sample.
Okay.
One sample won't do it either.
But we need documentation that you are making them yourselves. We need to see that, and we have to be convinced that you are making them yourself.
Okay.
Because I know that these are imported from Russia, from China. I'm in that business, so I know I've seen them all many places. Okay, so we're going to table this till January 13th. Okay, well, thank you.
13.
Perfect expressions. And there's no description. Oh, okay.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, there's two pieces.
Your candles.
I'll send you another letter, yeah.
Candlescapes.
Yeah, isn't there another letter?
Yeah, it's behind it, sorry.
Candlescape overview?
Oh, I went to your website.
Good afternoon. Here are some samples of the different. What?
The wicks.
They're in here, okay. Of the different containers that we use to put in these pastilles. They're a new thing, nowhere's in the market. Gentleman is looking at, you may want to pass that. That's as it comes in a bulk form. I can put this one over here.
That's not how it comes. It comes in a block
Oh.
and is made into that.
Right, it comes in a block, and that's exactly right. And then it's through machinery, and we have that here.
Are these scented beads?
No, they're not, but we do sell scents if they wish to have the scented, as here. These are the different colors, and what occurs is that then we put it in to start the process in this type of a bowl just to work in any one of the containers that we wish to have or we have purchased, to put it in this to make it a nice design. We have some additional pictures of different designs that have occurred. What then happens is we will display that obviously on the stand. We are currently at COD as well. What then happens, and because it has occurred, is that people have said to us, well, if we have our own display dish, if you will, at home, we would like to make something like this. We say, fine, and we are in the process of creating a container, simply a container of these pastilles that they can purchase along with any other containers that we have on display, that we have displayed as made. And these are the different colors. This is the wick. And the gentleman said, are they scented? No, they are not scented, but they can be scented if they wish. There's nowhere else that this is displayed.
Picture the pastille,
It's,
Somebody has it.
somebody has it.
Now, the machinery that you're showing here, is this machinery that you own, or is this of the manufacturing facility that makes the pastilles?
It's the manufacturing
And-
company. We
okay.
have invented, actually, our son has copyrighted and patented this procedure. It's nowhere else to be found.
But the gist of your booth is all your displays, your candle holders. Can we see those? Could you pass those
Sure.
around?
Sure.
Thank you.
Be happy to. That's why we bought them.
Wait, let me take the paper off.
That's okay.
I gotta put the wick.
okay, with this, so did you make this?
No.
No,
No.
the container we did not
Did not
make.
make
We
the
purchased the
containers.
different containers that we think might show and display a very nice centerpiece or the like.
I guess that's what's making me a little bit confused. Let's go back to the core product, which is the
Okay.
pastilles. Your
Right.
son has a patent on the
Right.
process of manufacturing, correct?
The process and making
So that
the,
the actual manufacturer is a contract supplier to him that actually
a
makes
wax
them?
supplier, that is correct. And we order the necessary colors of pastilles that we wish.
This is the name of the, if you need it, the name of the wax supplier.
We purchased the wax from Blended Waxes in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
This falls into 75%, doesn't it have to? Yeah.
Because even if they own the patent on the process, if they're not making
They're not like regular candles, because as you can see, we mix them. The uniqueness is we mix the colors, we can do anything like that. I also sometimes take a bowl, fill it up with water, float the pastilles on top of the water.
The added advantage is that when the wick burns, it burns in a 2-inch circumference only. And then they can use the remainder of the pastilles when the melted wax has been melted, cooled off, we throw that out, that 2-inch, and then they continue to use the pastilles and to mix it, as we have done here, in the different colors that the particular buyer wishes to use it for.
Well, the fact that you're not creating the holders puts us at the,
Yeah, we're not as yet, but we are working with a pottery person who is going to make some bowls
See,
for us.
you yourselves have to make them, not somebody else. You yourselves would have to make the containers.
The containers.
Because the rule is 75% of the product has got to be made by you. And
No.
that isn't what's happening.
if it was pottery and then you adorned it yourself with artwork that you use it as, for instance, as a canvas, then that could possibly be appropriate. But these holders are just not up to our specifications according to the rules and regulations.
Okay.
We understand that, but what about the uniqueness of the product and eventual use of the product? There's nothing out there like it, zero.
If it was displayed differently, if it wasn't, because here it's almost like you're purchasing this and then just the fact that there's something in it.
I understand.
Yeah, if it was
Well,
maybe.
the only other way, obviously, other than making the actual container, we understand exactly what you're saying, is if we package the pastilles, but that may not
Right, well then
meet
you'd have
your
to come back and
qualifications.
just
show
have bins
the
of
package.
pastilles, and that would be a possibility if that's what you wanted to do.
That's fine, we could do that, because
But-
We're in the process of packaging.
we could do that. I mean, we're just about there as far as the container itself of the pastilles, period. And if that,
Where are these, I mean, these photos are very professional, right? Are you doing wholesale shows then, or are you doing trade shows with them?
oh yes, uh-huh,
So-
oh, absolutely.
So I could call the company then to be a distributor, for example.
You could if you
No, I'm just
qualify,
saying-
that's right, absolutely.
I'm saying anybody could call them, but it's your son that has the.
Right.
That's correct. Out of
The one in California.
Kansas City, that's correct.
Now, he has the patent on it, or he's got the
Here's the
exclusive
distribution
rights?
No,
He
no,
has the-
here's the patent on it. The patent is pending, I should qualify that. Patent is pending, and he is finding various distributors throughout the nation. QVC, for example, is looking at, they're about ready to make the decision on it.
Also, according to our rules and regulations, things that are sold at VillageFest may not be commercially available. So that's another,
Locally,
just period.
Anywhere commercially available on a national or a regional basis.
It maintains the craft aspect.
So if you'd like to come back to another meeting when you feel you have met our qualifications using your product, that would be fine. But at this time, I don't think that the board would approve you. Could I get does anyone like to make a motion?
I make a motion to deny for big expression based on what we're seeing here today. If you'd like to come back, that'd be great sometime in the future. If QVC doesn't pick you up. But if QVC does, you're not gonna need us.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true, because we want to do specifically only, we told them, the Village Fest and the College of the Desert, period.
I have a motion.
Yeah, second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, well, perhaps we'll see you in the future. Thank you
Okay,
for coming
thank
in.
you.
Yes. I haven't had to be going to do that. Thank you very much.
You can clean it.
No, I'll take care of it. I'll-
Adrian Enriquez. Paintings and ceramics, wall work.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you had the big piece.
Yeah, they're there, I can bring them over.
Okay.
But, I've been a studio artist for years, and I decided to do your show because I know I've heard of a friend of a friend that has done your show, and I talked to him, he said he does well on and off. So I live about an hour away, and I just looking to sell my stuff, my work myself, my artwork, you know, as
Okay.
opposed to dealing with galleries and stuff. So, I mean, I only bought one ceramic piece, I have wall pieces too, but I have 3 paintings there. I mean, I've been doing this since high school. I was in the Festival of Arts and I've been doing so. But I actually been doing cabinet work and installation.
Are you from the desert?
I live in Claremont.
Oh, well, why don't you bring up your other work?
Okay, I come here all the time, and I've done some shows before.
Okay.
Thank you.
Around professional.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, I don't know where I can lean this up against, if there's anywhere.
Just
I was gonna have a booth with 2 walls with wall pieces on, and just, you know, because you have a U-shaped booth and then some ceramic work. So, here's the. And I'm also framing them, but they're not framed yet.
So your work, majority of your work is framed?
Yeah, it's gonna be framed with just a 3/4 frame around it. I make everything myself, even the frames.
And do you have receipts and photographs and?
Well, here's some literature on me that's from quite a while ago. And I had a newspaper article, but I actually wasn't home. I was at a friend's in San Diego, and I came back Sunday night and got my mail P.O. box. I saw the letter in there. I thought I'd get a call. But here's a lot of receipts right here for the painting. I do have a newspaper article too, but I don't have it with me.
And you're going to be displaying the paintings and pottery?
Yeah, some ceramic work. Actually, some plates that are sculptural wall pieces that are smaller. And my price ranges
Is there
are
any
from,
reason why you didn't bring any of those with you?
because they're not, some of them aren't fired right now. That's why.
Would you pass that one piece around, please?
Oh, those are slides that, I guess, some of the paintings.
Most organized guy, are you? Cool artist.
You know what? I do too. I helped a friend build a cabinet over the weekend that took longer, you know, wall cabinet. So I actually haven't been showing my artwork anywhere, and I wanted to do it. So I'm kind of doing 2 things at once. Okay. I do have a nice display though, and my work is nice. I mean,
It's not a bad thing, I promise.
I mean, I went to the College of the Desert, and I know some people that show there, and I'm really not as interested in showing somewhere like that because I don't like the fact that it is a glorified swap meet with some artwork there. So I walked this last year, but it was the beginning of the year, and I noticed that there was some artwork here, and I know a young man who was showing here, lives here. I told him about some shows and stuff. He told me that, you know, he sells stuff on and off. So I said I know some people, and I met another artist who does really nice work, and he said that he can do well on and off, you know. So that's why I'm interested.
signed anywhere by you?
I sign it with a gold pin. I mean, I can give you a newspaper article too. I mean, I've done shows around the country for quite a few years, so.
But this piece is not signed.
No, it's not signed, but, I mean, it's a handmade piece. It's made by me. I mean, do you see that, well, do you see the literature that I did up? That's, I sign them with a gold pin.
Are your paintings
I
signed?
haven't even shown them anywhere, so I haven't even signed them yet.
Are your plates gonna be signed?
Everything of mine's gonna be signed.
Not with a gold pen, but in the pottery?
Pardon me?
In the pottery?
It's gonna be, yeah, they're gonna be signed. I don't etch into the clay, though. I never have.
Here for VillageFest, it has to be.
Oh, it does? Okay, I didn't know
You
that.
Why it's wet.
Okay, well, I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm here then.
Even on the bottom, you know.
Yeah, up in the back then, because
There's these.
Before one, Adrian, I wish you'd had the opportunity to bring some more of the pottery pieces. It's difficult to envision, you know, what you would have at the on sale at the booth with these few examples.
it's pretty much work, contemporary ceramic work like that. It's handmade, work like this, and actually some plates.
Let's start the paintings and come to 13th of the page.
Yeah.
I was hopeful that I could put my ceramic work in also because sells for, 25 to probably 350, where my paintings are all original work. I don't have prints, and they probably start at, I'm gonna try to do some smaller ones for like 100 and a half, just little squares they can put together, but my paintings go from like 450 up to the big one about 2,500.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. If you look at it from our side, you brought one piece of ceramic that's not signed, so it's really difficult for us to approve you.
Well, could I tomorrow fax you a newspaper article that's done on me? I was in the Festival of Arts in Laguna Beach. It's a newspaper article. It shows me making work, and it talks about me.
When were you in Laguna Beach?
In the mid-'70s, 74, 75, 76, I lived down in Capistrano Beach.
We'd have to see it in person, I believe. From our perspective, like I said, you brought one piece of ceramic that's not signed. So it's difficult for us to approve you to sell ceramic.
Where's your,
Even with literature on
where's your
myself.
ceramic receipt?
Those are some of them right there. There's one
Yeah,
there.
big pot, but I mean, that's not clay.
That's clay. Yeah, it is. That's a type of clay.
100 pounds of it?
Well, those are all ceramic receipts right there, aren't they? That one is too.
Do you have photographs in your workshop where you're
I might have, I have photographs in my, I can take a picture of my
different
studio. Yeah, I have a
stages, obviously before
yeah.
you fire, while you're...
I have a studio with a lot of work in there that's not fired, so if you need pictures of stuff in different stages and as I'm finishing, there'd be no problem getting it to you.
What part of it is of you actually,
Pardon me?
of you doing the work going through the different stages?
Well, there's a photograph of me as a young man, doing some clay work. So, I mean, since I've been doing it since then, that's the photograph I have. I haven't currently been showing, or I usually don't. I thought that with having some literature on myself, and I intended on bringing the newspaper article, but someone had misplaced it. It's in a desk. I mean, I can get it and fax it to you guys.
Well, we are going by our rules and regulations. We have to go by them, and these are the things that we would need. So we can table you to the next meeting, and you can bring them then.
If I have slides of my ceramic work in the car, can I bring them in now?
We would need, as has been described to you already, photographs of you in the process of making your work. You brought receipts; those are fine. We need to see, more of your work also. So we can table it until the next meeting, and you can bring these things then. And
For the ceramic work, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll show the paintings, and then I was hopeful that if you needed, I mean, I can understand you guys being concerned or discerning about it, but, you know, I didn't think that I would have that much of a problem, being the fact that I have some literature. I thought I was going to bring this newspaper article I don't have. I thought, since I didn't bring it, that if I gave it to you guys, that would be sufficient. I mean, I have been doing ceramic work since high school.
I understand that.
Currently, I'm not
Part of what
showing you
happens
much.
is that one person will design it and one person's work. And
No one works in my studio.
Other people, we don't know that.
Yeah.
And that is a safeguard that we're here to make sure that this is the case.
And if I
You're the one.
state that, see, that this is what, and I appreciate you guys being concerned about it, but this is my whole thing. I kind of got out of doing it for a living for a while because there was so many people getting into it, and there was production end of things, and so, you know, and it's gotten to the point where it is kind of a paradox what it's about.
And that's what we've got to protect.
And yeah, I
exactly what
understand,
you're
but I'm
describing.
saying, I thought since that I did have most of the things, that it would not be a big question. I mean, there's also, I mean, I've shown in La Quinta before, you know, quite a few years ago.
Well, that's a
And so
different show.
there is-
With your application, you received rules and regulations, and it states in there specifically of these things that we need that we've listed. So, would you like to show your paintings before we can approve the
Yeah,
service?
I would like to, I would like to
Okay,
do that.
could I
And then
get
if
a
I need
motion
to,
to-
I just was trying to save myself from making another trip back
I
here, that I
understand.
could get you guys the information. You could look at it, I think with the newspaper article that was done on me, and it shows, and someone else did that.
We would have to reconvene, you know, to see you again on January
I make a
13th.
motion to approve Adrian Enriquez for his paintings, and then we can table the ceramics until, what is it, 13th? If you'd like to come back and show us some photographs of just the different stages of you making them.
I second.
Go ahead and approve those.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, we'll do it that way. Thank you. Okay. Stevens Artistic Woodcrafts. Custom redwood birdhouses.
That's,
I want my bird in there.
You're the receipt lady?
We all look at them.
You
can
wanna
give-
look at all of them?
Either side's fine.
This is the receipts.
a little so low.
What did they run?
Different prices, but 145, 675, and 165, depending on, you know, how
Detail.
much he builds, I decorate. I try and stay away from too cutesy. So,
Are these displayed on poles or? Are they-
we have stands, yeah, that we could sell separately. Some people just, they don't even want to put them outside, but.
I can see why.
But they are waterproofed and,
Are they all different? Do you have-
stand, yes, we have.
We
there's a
have
book,
19 different versions of them right there, and yeah, you can pass that
How
around.
much do you sell them for?
They're all
They,
different,
we have a new version we came up with, and it's a $50 one.
small,
We
that's the
trying to get the
lowest end.
lower end, and we go up to $225.
Yeah, the hotel, we have like a Hotel California that's a, what I call a three-holer, and it's, $225. With a bear and,
Those are big birdhouses.
we have littler ones too. Huh?
You have any apartment buildings?
Yeah,
I'm
actually.
sure they'll build you one.
Yeah.
Those are very interesting.
They are.
Do you have any photographs of your actual? Oh, here,
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. There we go.
The one that I didn't want him to send you with the hair and the,
Yeah, that is our garage. We don't
That's our
we don't
Southern
park our
California
vehicles in
house.
there.
No longer have a garage. You're gonna have a
both of our
workshop.
homes.
Yeah.
Famous garage. Here's the-
Where else are you showing these?
We did the Artisans Corner at Orange County Marketplace, which they didn't have the, you know, that's why we're here, because we hear that you, from people that we've met that have sold down there, some people that do, It's About Time told us, the clock guy, told us that he liked it here real well and that we should check it out. But we do, it's really friends and everyone that sees them wants them. And word of mouth. And we do custom names if people want, you know, Bobo Saloon, you know, we can put, we have, the saloon's a hot seller for our friends, what can I say? But
Can they get in the front of that, or
Yes,
is it, for instance, a
definitely.
saloon door and go straight
They
through?
get
or-
inside, the
And
roofs
you
are
can clean 'em and-
removable. They got an inner carcass that I make up, which is plywood, surface, smooth surface on one side, then the other side there.
And I
the
don't stay in the
imperfect, so-
inside because it's not healthy for the birds. I've been told. So that
But
way it
they are
doesn't hurt the little
waterproof.
babies.
You can put them outside, you can have them out there for 2 years. We have one at our cabin. We've had theirs 3.5 years without touching it.
Snow, rain, sleet.
Yeah, well, people have to assume they're gonna get weathered a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and I think they kind of weather nicely, but he builds all the little furniture, the chairs and the tables and all that, so.
Yeah, it's quite.
The only thing that we purchase wholesale are the little utensil-y things, and I try and not make it too ridiculous. Well, I don't want to chachi out the birds.
But it's the
The
colors
beach
that'll
house is
help
actually,
attract them too.
the beach house is a huge thing. That has sand on the, instead of,
This little potting shed.
the what?
I said the little tools.
Yeah.
Tools.
See? I
Is there
mean,
an outhouse?
It's opened a whole new, no.
There's one that we call bird condo.
the condo. It
It
kinda looks
started
like an
out as an
outhouse, right?
outhouse, but it became a bird condo.
And that's actually cheaper. We have from $50 to the highest one's like $225. So we knew we had to get a medium range.
The Bird Hotel, that's,
I think they're wonderful. They're great.
I do too.
Fantastic. I make a
This
motion
is
to
the-
approve Stephen's artistic.
I
crafts.
second.
Thank
Ah.
you.
I think
He
it's-
does wonderful outdoor furniture, benches and chairs and tables that are to die, but we just have to buy a bigger vehicle.
You'll have to do a mid-century modern just for Palm Springs.
Did you put your daughters in any houses or anything?
Oh, no.
And if you're
He's a
gonna do the
retired,
furniture, if you're gonna do the furniture, you gotta come back in for
I
more
know,
approval.
and well, we have to, that's just it, we have to bring it in and set it up and stuff. We'd have to bring a set, you can't just have pictures and, I mean, they're big.
No, the last time we have had Adirondack chairs in here and
Oh, you
we've sat
did?
in them. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, because there is patio furniture.
If you ever want to add on anything, you just bring your add-ons and
So if
Get on the
we,
agenda.
out of the 18 designs, I mean, they're all pretty much rustic
They're
birdhouses, so
pretty-
it's okay. But if we do the furniture, then we just have to make sure you guys see it before we show
right,
it.
you'd
You
have
got
to
to
bring
present
that.
it.
We have to bring it here.
Yes.
And make another meeting.
Right, get on the
thing.
agenda and have it approved as an add-on.
Okay.
Well, I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good, thank you.
See you down there.
When will you start?
I would like
Thursday?
to start Thursday. He's a little iffy, but I dive head first, let's go for it,
Yeah, I agree.
And don't you think before Christmas, because after Christmas, then it'll be spring and, people will be doing their gardens and,
Well, that's when they would also put them up, but I mean,
Sure.
VillageFest
Get out
is busy
there.
every Thursday.
Always will put them up here in Palm Springs.
unless it's gonna rain.
Well, we don't want to hear that.
There is no such a thing as.
And can you use the easy up tarpy things there or no?
If there's any space, right,
But I mean, do you allow the easy ups?
if there's space left for them.
Oh, okay, there's only certain areas where the easy up you,
Do you need that for your display? Because it's in the evening, I mean, right this time of year.
we don't really, I mean,
Probably not. We have tables.
We have several
set
different
up out there
kinds.
and,
Have you been to our street fair? Been to VillageFest?
we haven't, we,
It's almost more inviting without a tent.
You'll see most people don't have VZ ups.
okay,
Because it's
That's why I was
quaint,
asking,
it's
I didn't know.
small, it's intimate, and I think you
Okay.
might not need it.
we were kinda hoping we'd do this meeting on Thursday, cause our home's in Whittier, and we could do the meeting and stay and do the Village Fest.
Well, if that works out.
But, so you'd need to know if we wanted to do it on Thursday.
Well, I'll call you
Elaine.
tomorrow unless you're gonna go down and get your permits.
That's what we were
Okay,
planning
yeah, I'll
to do.
call you tomorrow. We have to be in the office before you start anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Starlight candles.
Great stuff.
Starlight candles.
Yeah.
Desert succulent. Cut and planted succulent arrangements.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
I'm Judy Casanova, and I grow succulents. I've been growing succulents for about 20 years, and at Christmas time, I've always cut them and made wreaths for my friends and given them as presents. 2 years ago, I got married to a business professor, and he looked at them and he said, Judy, you could sell these things. And so I took one to a store in Claremont. I have a house in Claremont. He has a place here in Palm Springs. And they said, well, leave one here and we'll see what happens. And I left it there. And that afternoon, she called me up and she said, Judy, that just walked right out of here. Bring us some more. Well, they've since gone to not doing consignments. But the business really has kind of taken off. And I do several different things of several different venues. Or one, I rent plants or cut succulents. And my very first customer was Melvin's in Palm Springs at the Ingleside Inn. And I make up 40 little arrangements for the tables there. And I do it once a month. Cut succulents keep for at least 4 weeks without any water, without anything. So it's cheaper for them to have me than to have flowers. In fact, I save them close to $100 every month. So I do other restaurants now, and I do parties. I just did a really nice party at the Los Angeles Disney Chamber Hall, Concert Hall. And I did a party there with 24 big arrangements. I have a website now, and there are a lot of pictures on the website. Now, I don't have a picture of me actually making them, but I don't think anybody else does this.
So you grow
that
the
I know of.
succulents?
I grow them all, and that's why I also sell the plants. Succulents grow well, and so you always have extras. Otherwise they kind of take over.
So what is it that you want to display at VillageFest?
I would like to sell little cut ones. I'd like to sell the plants that I've grown, but then also I make things out of them. So this is a Christmas wreath that is wired in the back on a metal frame, and this is a medium size. I have a larger one and a smaller one.
So it's succulents that'll stay nice and green for a long time.
This will stay on the front door. I don't know about Palm Springs. Where I live, it stays 5-6 weeks. And so I don't have to do anything to it. January, I can take it down, snip the wires in the back, and plant them all. And they all grow. And so if you give a person this for Christmas, you're giving them a whole garden, because they can take all those bits and plant them again.
Were you to sell those, would you also have an instruction book or?
I do have instructions, but usually I just tell them that. I mean, it's no big secret.
And when you sell them, what are they in? Like, are they just little clippings in a cup, or?
Well, the plants are planted in cactus and succulent mix.
Oh, I
so
see.
they're planted, and that's a regular plant. These, you just plant them, get a bag of that and plant them whenever you're ready to plant them. But this you just hang on the door and don't do anything
So what
to
will
it.
I'm trying to envision your booth. Like, it'll have wreaths, obviously.
Oh, well, let me tell you about the booth. We decided just about, about a year ago, we bought an Amish buggy, found it in Ruby Doe, and we truck the Amish buggy. We now have a trailer, and we bring the Amish buggy to the site. And we pile these things all around around the Amish buggy. People come to look at the buggy, and they stay to buy a plant. So that's how we do the booth. I have a little table that sits between the poles that go out for the horse. I have a little table there, and I put things there. I put things under it. I put things in the buggy. I hang things from the buggy. I have little shells that are potted with, some are cut and some are potted with succulents dripping out of the shells, and I sell those. And
Price range?
this wreath is $50, and something like this would sell for $15 or $20. And I can show you how I make these. All these things are cut. Then they have wire. I clip wires and put wires in them to hold them. The basis is in Oasis. Well, it's not going to just easily pull out. It's in the Oasis that the florists use, and then all these things are wired and put inside. I do table wreaths too, smaller than this, for Christmas that have plastic on the bottom so you can water them. And my sister has now kept one of those alive for over a year, just from it's growing on its own. She lives in Tennessee.
Do you have photos in there? Is that what that is?
Yes, this is photos I showed at Village Venture now for 2 years. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I showed at Village Venture both years, and you can see the buggy on the front.
Well, could you pass that around?
I'll pass that around. And some of the things that I make, my licenses are inside. I have a nursery license and a seller's permit, and you can see the various things that I make. And I have cards too. You gave them cards.
Well, you're very enthusiastic about your succulents.
I love succulents.
And I like the Amish buggy idea.
That's great. And
Yeah,
it
so do
look-
I.
it looks great. I think it would be very helpful to, if you could, include some information, because I love the idea that you can give a gift and then it goes on by replanting it, et cetera. If you could just have, and even if it's just some
It's right here.
different
the back of
information
the
sheets.
It's on the
Oh, is
back
it?
of the business
Oh,
card.
fantastic.
It was coming.
It was coming. Terrific. Very good. Did you do like centerpieces for like parties and things like
Yes.
that as
Yes.
on an ongoing basis?
In fact, for this party in Los Angeles, I did 5 that were this high, which is kind of a trick with succulents because they're so heavy that you have to wire them, and you have to do only certain ones and things like that.
I'm glad there's
but-
some photographs of your booth in here because it gives me a good idea of the overall look, and I think it would be most appropriate.
Excellent.
I think that I'm the only one that does this, cut succulents. I haven't found anyone else doing it.
Well, we just got on eBay with one creation, but there's never been anything on eBay on cut succulents.
I don't doubt that.
So our motto is cut succulents as elegant art.
Well, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a
move the-
motion that we accept as succulent creations according to the rules and regulations of VillageFest.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye?
Opposed? None. Okay, welcome. We'll see you down there.
Sure will.
Thank you. We, would anyone like to make a motion for added starters?
I so move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None.
Where the rose? Hi. Cruising Village does a few weeks last year.
Well, I made new things actually. Okay.
You had those big giant carts, that was you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what I was.
Okay, I was just trying to remember who you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good memory. Well, I was approved with the woven things and the clay, and but actually the clay thing was a good thing because that made me make other stuff like that's a wedding couple. I mean, they all have different themes, and this is Adam and Eve. Okay, it's a little, but. Yeah. Okay, and then I have now I like to look at people's face when they look at
I'm just trying to see what I'm seeing.
Well, you're seeing it.
I am.
Then it won't be in the booth.
It's so little, but it is a family event, and we don't allow those sorts of
Well,
things.
the wedding couple is very proper.
Oh, very proper. This
But Adam and Eve will have to go.
Well, I mean, I don't have to show. I mean, I don't have to sell this there. I mean, I can be like proper.
Right.
Okay.
You could make appointments to see that one. It's very humorous. That's very nice, very cute.
I mean, I was just playing, and then that came out to be. I
Boy,
mean,
that's
it's just,
how do you do that with a magnifying glass?
Oh, forget it. I mean, I'm doing it watching the TV actually, and then I end up with that.
Okay.
Okay, and then with the woven things, I mean, I have more of the clay stuff, like this is earrings. And then I had like little funny guys to hang like this too. It's okay, it doesn't break.
You're so small. There's a lot of detail for being
I
so
know.
small.
Well, you know, that's the thing. The more you work with something, the more you. You know.
It's so small. I can't hardly see it. I mean, these little flowers have so many petals.
Well, they're supposed to be delicate.
Very, very delicate.
Okay, this is the things that you saw the last time. I mean, when I was. This is another little guy.
Take this out.
The material is
apparently.
On the earrings, it's clay.
No, I mean, I didn't know if you knew it came out.
I mean, I have
He's hiding in there.
some
No,
of
no,
the
no.
some of the rough materials. It's just like plain clay. You know, you bake it in the oven. Okay, and then I have the woven things actually. This. Okay, I brought one that's not finished, so you can see the process of it. There are rings like this, and it's all woven. And this is one that's not finished. So once it's going to be finished, it's going to be in the outside like this. And actually, this one is freshwater pearls, and the pearls are dyed. Excuse me. Okay, so then same, I have some earrings to go with the necklaces. Ooh, this broke. Okay. Okay. So that's a little earring that goes like this.
Yeah, she's just.
Okay, and then I have, I mean, you've seen those. It's the. Oh. Okay, this one goes like this. I mean, it's just like a.
Choker.
Yeah, that's it. This and this. Oh my God! Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I do, actually.
That's the famous piece that got you.
I know, but that's like. Okay, so it goes like this. So I mean, it's nice on a evening dress or whatever.
And what does something like this sell for?
This one sells for 200. It's Austrian crystals.
And that one?
Oh Jesus!
not selling.
I don't think I'll ever sell this one. Actually, I
No,
think it's
'cause
too
it keeps getting you into
expensive.
the back.
I mean, this one I put like 60 hours in it. I sell it for 500. Excuse me?
I was just telling him this one had a price tag on it.
Oh well, yeah. I don't even know what the price is, but it's around that. Then I had this one also that you saw.
The infamous piece.
I know.
I'm never going to make one like that again.
You said that last time.
No, I know. I have nightmares still about that one. Okay, same with this one. That's another lacy one that's less of a headache.
So you were here for a few weeks when you came.
Well, actually, yeah, because I got it. Remember, I came 3 times in front of the board, and then, yeah, because at first I wanted to show you the semi-precious stones, and I wasn't allowed with this, so I came back with the woven and the clay, and then it was the end of May already, and then I did it for 3 weeks, and then I was so broke that I couldn't afford to. I didn't sell much there, so I just couldn't afford to be there, not making money. So. And I was supposed to come back earlier, but I got sick. I was in New York first, and then I came here and I got sick, and then time goes, and that's it. So, and I had to divorce my husband. And yeah, that's a headache. Now everybody knows my life, okay?
Yes, it's on TV throughout the city.
I don't know what, that's okay. I'm available. I'm available. Actually, one of the week, there is a guy that walked to me and he said, "Are you married?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I'm looking for a wife." Really, seriously, he said that. Those are receipts, like different receipts. This is some fabric for the, yeah. You see, they're boring pictures. That's pretty much it. That's all I need, right? I don't know if I forgot things. I mean, I have more of the jewelry, but they're all the same principle. I mean,
Right,
same.
I think we've seen enough to make our decision.
Okay. I mean, and they, you know, I give like a little box like this when I sell them. Like this, and I put tissue on it, you know. It's just like a plain box.
What does the board think of the little fire, or rather baked clay ornaments? I'm not sure what they are, sorry.
Set earrings.
The little people, the little.
Yeah, the little people.
Is that just a Christmas thing, or is that?
No, oh no, it's not. It's just fun. I mean, I give them for birthdays and stuff like this. No, it's just because people crack up on it. It's just
What do you charge for that?
$30 for the small ones like this. I mean, for those little guys, it's like $10. I mean, it's like, you know, not much anything to make.
We'll have to be specific as to what we approve, a listing of what we approve. There's so many little things.
How do you display all these? Because you do have so many small things and there's such a diversification.
Well, I have a table actually. I have a table, and actually I was thinking about getting an extra table to separate the things, because it's not, I don't like to mix everything. With fabric on it, and I have lights coming to, you know, like and I have necklace stands, and oh no, they're in New York. Because I had some bracelet stands also and stuff like that. But I have nice necklace, like black velvet necklace stands, and white ones also.
And how much of the merchandise would be the actual jewelry items versus the tchotchke type of things?
It's mostly jewelry. It's like, I would say like 90% jewelry and 10% of my little thin people. You don't like my people?
Didn't say that.
I mean, I love my Adam and Eve.
They're very cute.
They're realistic looking too.
Very.
That's the
You must have
problem.
made those after you were divorced. That's a bit bored.
Well, the wedding couple is decent.
Yes.
As long as you have to be decent.
Right.
Some clothes on Adam and Eve, or leave Adam and Eve first.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything, they're just standing.
It is a family event, and we have to go by the rules and regulations. You'd have to take appointments to see that
No,
one.
because I have other ones that are doing things, but.
No.
Well, any more discussion or a motion on what we should or
Is there anything you object to specifically, or?
no?
Because I don't think Adam and Eve. Except Adam and Eve,
Except for Adam and
I'm
Eve.
okay with.
Yeah.
If the booth is 90%, you're
Yeah,
being
it's
aware.
mostly the jewelry, because the balls, first of all, they take a lot of time. I can't sell those for hundreds of dollars, and they take a lot of time to make. So my profit in it is not that much
Right.
anyway. I'm not interested in selling those much anyway. I mean, I'd rather do the jewelry because it's easier and faster. And
I move that we approve Bella de Nuit.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. We'll see you down there.
thank you. Yeah, I have
Cool.
everything. I'm ready.
Okay.
See you
I
Thursday.
even paid already.
See you Thursday.
Thank you. Okay.
Karen Becker, independent dealer of Eco Parks International, dealing in living air and water purification business sponsor.
Hello.
I'm Karen Becker. We represent EcoQuest International, and we're distributors now of the air and water purification systems. And we have, we display the, I guess you probably heard on the radio, the Living Air Classic.
The what?
Living Air Classic Purification.
Hmm.
It's on most of the radio stations, and that's what we do. We display the units.
We have
There's portable units like for your car, motor homes, and homes up to 3,000 square feet. Through the company, there's larger units, but we don't display those. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Are these ionizers? Is it work like an ionizer?
Yes. This is ozone.
And active oxygen.
And active oxygen. We do have a smoke demonstration unit that we pour liquid smoke in, and it shows how the machine works with the elements and dissipates the smoke.
Is this a multi-level marketing project?
No, we own the individual units. We purchase, we sell. But we do have a guideline, we're not allowed to undersell.
So you
No, I just asked if it was a
Yeah.
multi-level marketing
Right.
project,
We-
because there are a lot of other kinds of products in here. And
We
hair
don't-
care, personal care.
Yeah, we don't do those at this point, but
So what you're looking to do is, under a sponsorship, have a booth to promote your business, and you're going to have some of these displayed on the table.
Yes, and we will have them to be purchased that evening.
Can't sell at Village Fest, you can only purchase.
As a sponsor, yeah, you can
I'm
only-
sorry now?
You can't sell as a sponsor at Village Fest, you can only get an interest list.
oh.
Okay, that's fine too.
That works too. We don't have to lug all that product back and forth.
Yeah, just bring it
Right.
to each piece.
Yeah. Oh, we can display it, though.
You can
Oh, yeah,
display it, yeah,
display
but you
it, but
can't
we're
sell
not-
it.
we
Yeah,
can't-
you just give out the brochures.
We
and
can't
get
cash and
business.
carry.
You can promote your business yourselves, but you cannot, and no one can make a purchase at your booth.
Okay. We usually, we do radio as well, and that's how, we buy spokes, and they call in, get leads, then we follow up. That's basically what we do most of the time.
Good?
Well, do I have a motion? Do you
Yes,
wanna say
I move that we approve Karen Becker as a sponsor for Village Fest.
Great, thank you.
Second?
this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Amelia? Is that, Anita? What? Anita?
Just painter.
This one is E-M-D-A.
E-N.
Hello.
N.
That's an N?
N, yeah. Hi.
E-N-E.
IDA.
R-E-B-O-U-R-A-S?
Yes, Lucas. That's my work. It's one watercolor and pastel technique. And I do setup picture.
Are those the usual sizes of your pieces?
No, I do bigger size. I bought this because it's convenient for me.
Can you pass those around, please?
Sure.
And the price of those?
$400.
Of those two?
One, each one.
Is
400.
400.
Is all your work originals in your work,
Yes,
or in
it's-
your booth, or do you have?
It's all
friends?
original.
All original?
Yes. Ceramica too. I do ceramica. Sign here. I do big vase. I have over here. Can take a look later.
Is your work shown anywhere at this time?
I have some pieces in the Palm Springs, in the house gallery. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's a mascara, that one for the wall.
Great, okay. I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Anita?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Rosalie? Somebody left something in. Okay. That all she left is that one thing?
This is what we call a bubble wand.
Is that the one that you said?
What you do is you have a pail or water with a cup of Dawn soap in a gallon of water. You go down, take it, turn it up, and you get a very large bubble coming out of it. This is an item that is very popular in the Midwest right now. The other item I have is what we call a marshmallow shooter. Rosalie, where are those pictures in? Oh, okay, very good. I just made this one out in the parking lot. It's just nothing more than PVC, 2 T's, 2 elbows, and 2 caps. I brought this one along to show you that we do identify them with different colors, just in case 2 people in the same family get one. There isn't a disruption as to whose belongs to who. What's that? Yes, you want me to demonstrate. Well, it just so happened. Do I, Rosa? Do I? I don't think so.
The marshmallow in your pocket?
May not be, no. What did I do with those? Okay.
I'm hungry on the way here.
Is that it? Yeah.
Oh, go get them.
No, I don't have them. Rosalie?
It's okay. You don't have
Okay, very good. What you do primarily is put a small marshmallow in here
Miniature.
and blow it.
And what happened?
They shoot about the length of this road.
They'll shoot about the length of the building sometimes, depending upon the age of the child. And the child ranges from 7 or 8 years old till about 25.
Oh, excuse me. It's the range of the
I had a
Midwest.
grandson this summer that completely rearranged the whole thing so that he could, I think he went something like this. And put one of the caps on this end, took these 2 off, and then he could shoot at his sister
From the back.
this way.
17 years old.
But one of the reasons why my wife thought this would be an item is, number one, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm wondering if an item at $5 at your event might be something well accepted.
Well, while your item is very innovative, as far as falling under the rules and regulations as an arts and crafts fair, I don't know how it would fit in our event. It seems to be assembled.
But I do take and cut the pieces individually. I mean, these are not something I buy. I buy the 10-foot lengths and cut them.
Is there anything, I mean, would a hard P work in that?
No, because a hard P would be too small and you could not get it to go out.
You would hurt someone, too.
Well, that's my concern. That's
But
my
it
concern.
would not work because if it's too small, the air escapes and does not force the item out. So the small marshmallow fits perfectly into this.
What's to prevent a child, though, who doesn't really know that they're not supposed to do other things, to use a marble or something else in there and draw it back in and choke?
No guarantee.
Well, like I said, it's innovative, but as far as 75% handcrafted and the bubble wand is assemblage, in my opinion. If you painted it or adorned it in some way with artwork, then it would probably fit into our event.
Very good.
So,
You can do that with the bubble thing. I have seen it painted.
We can do anything you want. I guess the point
Well-
is the fact that it was made by me. It is an extremely, both items were extremely successful in arts and craft shows throughout the Midwest part of this country. I don't know what to tell you.
will there have any discussion or critique by the board? Or a motion?
If you want to say no, say no. I know. Did Lucy talk to you about the permit? The visible permit that we got called about ours and we can't find it, can we give them?
So this is an add-on to a current?
This is an add-on, yes. Do you?
Come on, guys.
Well, I've said my piece.
Okay, you're right. Do you
I'm
need-
always concerned with
No, he's not done.
Same.
X, whether it's liability. I mean, I don't know what the position of the board is, but regardless of how innovative it is, there are very strict federal guidelines of things that are sold to children where they can potentially damage themselves, and I don't know what the position of the board is, but it's a concern.
Well, that is another factor in in the decision-making process, I feel.
I'll make a motion that we deny, based upon the rules of VillageFest.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you.
Donald?
Who were they?
Is there
Hello.
paintings? Hello. Is there paintings and group paintings?
What do those sell for?
Like 100 for the smaller one, maybe 150, 175, something like that. This is an acrylic with a top coat of oil, and this is all oil. And that's all oil. So this would be a,
So you do fruit?
yeah, big fruit.
Big, giant.
Yeah, the fruit is always that large on the canvas?
Yeah. Yes, exactly, yeah. So I work with the, the negative shapes around the fruits, like that.
Where do you sell now?
I'm in a couple of galleries,
Here locally or?
Ross Watkins, and the art place. And, Glass Garage in Los Angeles.
Did you bring any receipts or photographs, or is this,
You know,
this
I-
isn't an add-on, is it?
No, he was there last year.
Okay, I know. I thought I've seen
Yeah, I
it.
thought I recognized him too. Like,
I just got the application at 2 o'clock and I didn't realize you had pictures.
Well, you've been here before. I remember you.
Yeah, right.
Well, do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve Donald, is it McPherson?
Yes.
Once again.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right, we'll see you down there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do a motion to adjourn.
No, we have this gentleman from the Assistant City.
Adjourn, yeah. We need to do a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. We are adjourned.
Hello?